Libra, and welcome to Positive Light Tarot. My name is Tracy, and I am so happy you are here with me this week. This is your weekly reading for May 12th to the 18th. I think what we need to keep in mind this week, we do have a full moon on the Monday, May 12th, and that is going to be in the sign Scorpio. So we are going to be going through some transformations, and this could be a time where you maybe are feeling a little bit more pressure on things that you've committed yourself to, relationships, maybe even, putting more pressure on yourself. But this transformational energy is something that really can bring a little bit more realism to mind about your circumstances, and maybe it's time for you to give yourself that permission, give yourself that time to embrace and let go if that change is what you feel is necessary in your life. Anyway, what we're going to do is we are going to get right into your energies, but before we do that, I'm going to get your angel number and I'm going to get the meaning behind it, and we will keep it a secret until the end of the reading, and then we will see how it corresponds with what your circumstances are and what is happening in your energies this week. All right, Libra. So we're going to get into your incoming energies. We're going to find out what spirit, angels, and guides would like to share with you. So if you do find you're connecting with the reading, please let me know in the comments. I appreciate the connection. I like connecting with your energy. Please also like, share, subscribe. It doesn't cost anything, and it really does help to promote, to help me stay on my path as well. So I thank you so much for that. Let's get into you. All right, Libra, spirit, angels, guides, incoming energies for Libra. Spirit, angels, guides, what are the incoming energies? Ooh, we've got lots of confidence. Wow, you are like glowing with confidence. And I think your creativity is really coming through as well. So you got number 37, the third chakra. It's Archangel Tamuel. His message to you is really about your solar plex chakra, and it's exactly where we see it located here, kind of just above the belly button. It is where our creativity is. It's where our inspiration and passion lies. When the third chakra is aligned, you will feel a great sense of self-esteem, a great sense of self-worth, and you will feel confident. It is almost as if the sun is shining and beaming down on you, and you are feeling that sense of exuberance in everything that you're doing as well. So very nice to see. Now you also got number 5, attachment. Sometimes in life we have attachments to things. It could be relationships, it could be situations, it could be something that's, from the past that maybe, we're reevaluating, and maybe it's time for you to really, again, give yourself that permission to let go. Something that you are holding on to, it might be time to reevaluate, reassess. And this full moon gives you that full chance to change a cycle in your life. And if there is something in your life that maybe you feel needs to be released, and only you will know that because it's going to be different for each of you, Libra, this is the time for you to feel positive and confident about making some changes. All right, so that is actually quite an uplifting card, especially because it is coming with the confidence. It's almost as if you've come to this kind of point where you're really feeling like, you know what, this might be the time for me to detach myself from something or someone, a situation. Maybe it's even just detaching yourself from certain feelings that you've been kind of keeping inside. And now you're feeling very positive about making those changes, which is very good. All right, now let's look at the current energies, the bottom of the deck. All right. And for some of you, all right, and this is going to be only for some of you, this is your current energies. The deceit card, number 25, I don't like when we say deceit. Nobody likes to hear that word. It is the devil card. It is our addictions. It is the things that we, it's the things that we kind of, are tempted when we know it's not good for us. There could be a situation, whether it's work or personal related, it could be family related, where you feel as if there's maybe been somebody controlling something or controlling maybe how you're feeling. You feel controlled with your feelings. And this is going to be the perfect week for you to detach yourself from that energy. The woman holding a heart, let's start with the first one here, number 44. Beautiful angel number 44 here for you. I hope you can see that. All right. This can be your energy. Now, heart is, of course, watery energy. So it's like our feelings. It's our emotions. There's no gender with the cards. Feminine energy, but no gender. The woman holding a heart can be you at this time because you are a very feeling person. And this could be a week where your emotions are really, you're going through a little bit more emotions this week. And it is in your current energy, so it could just be how you are feeling as you process through your feelings this week as well. Number 36, the second chakra. This is the sacral chakra. Archangel Ariel. This is also, where your creativity lies as well. So I'm seeing a lot of creative energy here. This is also our sensuality, our fertility. It's where we birth new ideas. It's where we feel the emotional charges in our life and the attractions and that type of feeling as well in our life. There could be something currently that you're going through. For some of you, it could be a blossoming abundance, a blossoming relationship, something that's in new phases, new stages. Again, it can be friendships, it can be love relationships, it can be something where you're feeling like your creativity is really thriving. You are really working on something that is opening up your heart chakra, meaning that you're following your heart with creative endeavors, creative ventures, new projects, new community groups. And, you're really letting your talents shine through here. And it's opening up this great sense of abundance for you. So that is beautiful energy. And I feel like with the incoming energies, you're detaching yourself. And this is why you're feeling so confident, because you're letting go of something that maybe you just realize it's time. All right, we're going to get 6 tarot cards, and then I'm going to clarify them. So let's get right into this. We're going to start with the first row. So spirit angels guides for the beautiful sign Libra. The third chakra and attachment. Can you give me a little bit more understanding as to what these energies are? All right, we got the first 2. I'm going to get the middle 2 here. There we go. And there we go. Nice. Nice. You got some things. You're really expanding your horizons. I think your vision is quite expansive, and I think that you really are creating something quite extraordinary, Libra. Whether again it's whether it's work related, whether it's with you building new relationships, new friendships, new hobbies, something where your passion can shine through. Let's start with the first card here. So we're going to start with the 6 of Swords, moving away from difficulties. And for some of you, it could even be moving home, moving your job, making changes and adjustments where that is concerned. And the 6 of Swords is really letting go of attachments, things that you feel that you need to make changes with. And this is showing that there's a positive force behind this movement. So again, this is where that confidence steps in, because now you're ready to confidently step into a new space for yourself, whether that's physical space, emotional, mental space, or even spiritual. So I see a lot of that happening in a positive way there. You've got the Queen of Cups right directly underneath. This is very much Pisces energy, very intuitive. Now the Queen of Cups can be, again, your energy. It was in your current energies because it was the woman holding a heart. So again, it could be a representation of you and all the feelings that you're going through. So again, with that full moon in Scorpio, it can really bring a lot of transformations with our emotions. So I'm not shocked to see more emotional cards coming up in most people's readings. But the Queen of Cups, again, very loyal, very honest, very trustworthy, wears her heart on her sleeve. She's kind of motherly energy. She takes care of people. She's got a lot of empathy for people. So again, I feel like your heart, you're following your heart with everything that makes sense for you. And it's opening up more of a positive direction. So that's lovely to see there. Now in the center of your reading, so this connects a lot of things together. You got the Magician card, and that Magician card is pretty extraordinary. The Magician is a creator. He is an inventor. He is a master. And he very much is able to communicate with the heavens above to bring his intentions, bring his hopes and his wishes to fruition. And as long as you are using this power, because it's very, very powerful and it's very magical energy, as long as you are communicating things with good intentions and you're staying true and you're staying honest and with those intentions, this card can be seen as extremely positive. Remember, it's a very powerful tool. So a lot of what you want to create is at your disposal with this magician coming up. And then you got the Tree of Life, and this just connects absolutely every single card in the 78, in all 78 cards that are in a traditional tarot deck. It is the Tree of Life. It connects everything together. So I feel like there's a lot of connectivity going on in your life right now, meaning you're connecting with the right people, you're connecting with the right circumstances, you're moving in directions where connections may actually be some new ones for you. And the Tree of Life shows that everything has purpose. And you are starting to figure out what that purpose is. Trees are all about growth. So you are in a growth producing phase in your life where you're growing relationships, you're growing new senses of spirituality. You could even be, the growth could be personal growth. So again, a lot to explore and a lot to celebrate. Now the Three of Wands here is really your ships are coming in. And I think even you have taken some steps with your plans and your decisions, and you've started to put the move on them. And even though sometimes we feel like it's a waiting game with the Three of Wands, because we feel like we're looking out into the distance waiting for our ships to come in, the fact of the matter is that you have already taken the first initial steps to bring movement to whatever these plans are. And you are going to start to see that things are coming into fruition. And a lot comes from the fact that you've been manifesting and setting intentions to bring this growth your way. And threes are about creativity, and they are about growth, and they are about working in groups and planning together. And a lot of that comes with the third chakra. We've got the 3 and the 3. Your confidence is boosted and your creativity is really, really something you need to embrace. You could have some very, very relevant creative ideas coming your way this week as well. And it's time to express them. It's time to communicate them, whether you're communicating them to people and connections around you or whether you're communicating them through source. This is a very, very constructive and productive week. And then you've got the 8 of Coins. So I really feel like whatever the expansion is that you're doing in your life, whatever plans you've set into motion to create that expansion, whether you've looked at expanding your career, and again, the expansion could be through movement. So maybe you're moving to a new job, maybe you're moving to a new position. You could be taking on more, a higher role. Maybe your responsibilities are changing, but it's something where even for some of you, you could be expanding your education in a certain field because you want to level up. So again, with the 8 of Coins, I feel like all the hard work, you're continuously putting hard work into fulfilling your dreams, and you're starting to see things are expanding. And it's really in line with what you've been trying to create. And you are creating your own personal tree of life. And this is why, the Queen of Cups is here, because this is you following your dreams, following your heart, following what you love. It's the passion that you have. All right, well, let's start clarifying. So we're going to clarify the 6 of Swords and the Queen of Cups, moving in a whole new direction and leaving behind things that you felt were maybe you were attached to, that you feel no longer, you know that you no longer want to feel that sense of and I don't want to say entrapment, but when we feel indebted to a certain part of our life and we know that maybe it's no longer serving its purpose, we have to try and detach ourselves from that. And the 6 of Swords is you doing that, following what your heart wants. Let's find out. 6 of Swords and the Queen of Cups, please. And you got the Lovers. There's going to be some choices. Another 6. So you got 2 6s in your reading already. And the Lovers it could be a decision where love is concerned for sure, but there's decisions and choices for you to make. And it is about following your heart. This is about, this really, again, could be, again, I really kind of feel that you are moving in a direction where you are following your own path where your heart is concerned. So if it is love, it definitely could be something that you feel is kind of reinvented. You're reinventing something. There's a new sense of love coming into your life, and you're making some choices and decisions. Choices and decisions where you want to take this next path. Where is it that you actually want to go? So again, there could be that decision on your mind too. I know I'm moving in a positive direction, but now the choice is, where do I want to land? And do I want to land there with someone, or am I doing this just for myself? You know, again, like there could be those decisions as well. Now, the Magician and the Tree of Life. Let's find out with all of this magical energy around you. Let's find out. And you got the Moon. Number 18, the Moon is all about using your intuition. Also, too, it is about uncertainty, and it is about the unknown. And sometimes it can feel like there may be some things that are a little bit hidden and a little bit haven't come to the surface yet. And it could be because you're still manifesting, because the Magician and the Tree of Life, you're manifesting your purpose. You're manifesting your path. And the Moon can be, again, feeling a little apprehensive because you're not exactly sure where it's going to lead you. But following your intuition and embracing your intuition is going to give you the strength and the confidence that you need to bring everything to light as well. Also, with the Moon coming up, like I said, we've got the full moon in Scorpio. So I think we're going to see a lot of moon energy in the readings, because I think it is a representation of the major transformations that are taking place with this moon cycle. Now, let's get the Three of Wands and the Eight of Wands. I feel like some of you are getting more education where work is concerned. I think you're leveling up, and I think you are really expanding your dreams. And you are. Like, you couldn't have got another better card here. You got the one, the Creatrix, and this is the Magician again. Your manifestations are coming to light. What you have dreamed for, what you've worked for to build those dreams, you are at a very you have a very much a creative force within you, and I feel like it's really starting to come to fruition. This is in a complete alignment with what it is you have been wanting and hoping in your life. This is an extremely powerful week for you, where there's these transformations. Actually, Libra are probably the best transformations that could possibly take place for you right now. All right, let's get your messages from your angels, what they would like to share with you. All right, and you've got two. Let's see what those are. We've got the first one is number 14, and hopefully you can see that. And it says, Judgment. Its soul searching will bring inner peace to many areas of your life. It's almost as if you're gaining more knowledge with the Judgment. You're reviewing, you're revising things, and you're bringing everything to light. And this soul searching is bringing inner peace. And then you also got number 22, beautiful number 22. All right, it says Mountain. It says, know that you are protected as you face challenges, but remain cautious. So the challenges that you may be feeling, and the challenge could be that you have to detach yourself from a certain area of your life, a certain situation. And, you know, the Six of Swords, you're moving in a new direction. And what this angel message is that even though things are changing and shifting and you're moving away from the things that you were attached to, just know that this is a time where the angels are protecting you, and that whatever challenges that you feel you may face along this journey, you are protected. Beautiful. All right, so now we're going to get that last card, and this is your angel message and angel number. And it is all about the gut feeling, and I have a feeling that might be why you got the Moon card in the middle of your reading, because this has to do with intuition. Very much this is Pisces energy. Pisces are very in tune with embracing that gift. And I think that this is something that is important for you as well. It's about the gut feeling. It's 0440. And I thought, yeah, see number 44? And you had that with the woman holding a heart. This is you trusting in your own gut feelings to help you make choices and decisions. So, intuition, betrayal, pessimism, relating, value, insight, increased perception, love, and monogamy. It says follow your gut. It's more than just a feeling. Be real with people and focus on meaningful relationships. Remember, you also must bring value to the table. Treat others with respect because karma is very important. And your gut feeling right now, your intuition is definitely something that you must be in tune with. So 0440. Thank you so very much for joining me today, Libra. I hope that this resonates. Please let me know. And until next week, sending love, light, and positive vibes.